Yeah, that's why I was doing if you don't mind me to interrupt for a second, I was the book that talks to you, what do they call it, audio book, and it was called The Gene Key.
Okay.
This book, and the book was explaining about why that we are who we are in that perspective, that most of the people like you and myself and people yes in general who is not at that level, even anyone that have a creative mind, is victimized to depression. And the reason is because when that whatever it is that causes that creativity is not fed the proper information that is successful and that it is accepted in whatever space of the brain or the mind that wants to be accepted and is not accepted, it crumbles. Does that make sense?
Well, I feel like with someone like you, the highs that you reach in competing, the highs you reach in fighting are so high that it's probably very difficult to just exist outside of that. And I know you love pot for that reason, because it calmed you down and mellowed you out and chilled you out.
Absolutely. It made me like myself. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I do.
It makes me like myself.
Yeah, it gives you forgiveness of yourself.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I never thought about that. I never wanted to be forgiven much, because that's really powerful stuff.
Yeah.
To have to accept forgiveness is really powerful.
And to forgive
stuff.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's hard to forgive other people. Sometimes it's harder to forgive yourself.
Yes.
And marijuana makes you feel like, it makes me more compassionate. It makes me more friendly. It makes me want to hug people. It gives me more of a sense of community.
Exactly.
Right?
It makes me like people who I believe did something wrong to me.
Yeah, you're like, he didn't fuck
It's
me.
okay. He's a good nigga, right? He's my man.
Yeah, it's like, he didn't mean it. He's just all fucked up just like
man.
me. Yeah.
But if I'm drunk, I'm going to blow that breath.
Yeah, but
oh God,
the fighting thing, that to feed that experience it's a different experience, and it's got to be so hard for a world championship fighter of your caliber to exist with like regular, normal, boring life. You know, when you're training and you're ramping yourself up for a big fight, and then you have that big fight, and you knock out Spinks in front of the whole world, and you're walking around the ring, and you're on the cover of every magazine. That the highs of that, the accomplishment, the training, and then the competing itself is the experience is so alien to most people that when you walk around with regular folks in regular life, it's gotta be hard to exist.
No, it's not. It's just that you have to know who you can be at certain times of your life. No one knows who they are, because if you knew who you were right now, you'd be really limited. You know, because life is about change. You're gonna be then 5 years from now, you'll be a different person. Won't be this person. So
Right.
we're gonna have to develop some kind of emotional intelligence and just learn to, as time goes on, grasp what's ever going on and just form with it. As it changes, you change with it, because it's very difficult when times change to change with the times.
Right.
And you have to be conscious of that. And the times is not the people around you. The time is the development and time you have left on this planet that you have to develop who you are.
How difficult is it to make that change, though, to become a different person other than a world championship fighter? Like, when you decided to stop, was it difficult?
Well, time will make you that person.
Time will.
Yeah, time will make you that person. What is time? I don't know.
Right. But time has also made you that person again now, though. Now it's reignited. Now new time has come, and now you're training again.
Exactly. But I think this is done mostly for my health, for my mortality more than anything. Subconsciously, I think. That's what's the reason why I did it, just to be
get in
healthy.
shape, to be healthy.
And then this stuff goes on, then this, and then I meet a doctor and say, hey, you should do this and this, and you should try stem cell. I'm like, you never tried stem cell? But this is what really got me interested in this stuff. I interviewed, which I like to do you as well, on my podcast. If you're licensed to do it, your contact won't let you do
Oh, yeah,
it.
for sure.